Welcome everyone to this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor for those who don't know. And I have a really cool episode here where I'm going to be sharing 10 popular myths. I have a hard time saying that word, right? 10 myths that are costing you time and money. We don't want to lose time and we definitely don't want to lose money. So we'll go ahead and dive right into this. So the first one is actually that, all right, so myth number one is stone countertops are indestructible. The fact is, even rock can be damaged, right? We know this. If you took a regular rock and something scraped across it, you would see a mark probably. So when you think of like marble, quartz, travertine, soapstone, I don't see that a lot, and limestone, they could all be stained, right? Regular household cleaners can actually dull their surfaces. So you want to make sure that you are actually taking care of these things. Don't just think I have a stone countertop and it's indestructible, okay? Now, your myth number two is that your smoke detector's test button is 100% foolproof. That's not the case. Many times they fail. So you always want to test these things at least every 6 months. And I believe it's every 3 or 5 years you want to change them out. I'd actually say sooner than later. They're not that much money and you're better off being more safe and proactive, okay? So myth three, gutter guards are maintenance free. Gutter guards are not maintenance free. They do a great job of keeping junk and stuff out of your gutter. However, fine sediment from the roof shingles, which sheds over time, that can get in there. They don't keep out things like pine straws. So if you have a pine tree near you or whatever, flower buds, all this stuff gets in there. Now it does lessen your work, but if you're not maintaining those gutters still, even just taking a hose or having someone spray them out once in a while, actually experts say twice a year, then what happens is it can actually cost you more money and more time because it will cause damage to the rest of the house, okay? Myth number four. This one surprised me actually, but a lemon is a great way to clean a disposal, as well as oranges. I always thought that, okay, throw a lemon in there, grind, run your disposal, it cleans your blades and it smells good. But the fact is, it will actually damage your disposal and pipes over time. I know lemon's acidic juice as well as oranges will actually corrode the metal parts, which makes sense because it is metal, the blades are, and that can actually wreck it, as well as coffee grounds too. So you don't want to throw coffee grounds in any drain or sink, right? So basically, experts say that you should use good old-fashioned baking soda, okay? That's a good way, which this one surprised me. I thought, I was actually doing that. I thought it was okay to use oranges and lemons to clean your disposal. Baking soda. Myth five is you're mowing your lawn super short means you have to mow it less often. And this isn't true. We have a professional company that they don't cut our lawn, but they treat our lawn. And, I'll be frank, sometimes they have said, hey, listen, you're cutting your lawn too short because that's not healthy for your lawn. You want to, even if you cut it more often, you want to keep it somewhat longer so that, it actually absorbs water and it's not, susceptible to the harsh sun in the summertime, okay? So pretty interesting, okay? So experts say only remove about a third of the length of the blade, okay? Anything more than that can actually leave your grass too weak to withstand weeds and pests, okay? Myth six is CFLs are cost too much and are dangerous, right? So these CFLs, or in other words, compact fluorescent lights. Now they have come down in price since they first hit the market, and they don't contain enough mercury to really cause any harm. However, they are a safe option. Instead of incandescent, right? Incandescent is going away. I hated incandescents, by the way, because, for example, if you had an incandescent old school bulb in your garage light, okay, when your garage goes, it vibrates the bulbs a little bit, and then that little thing breaks apart, and the bulbs die often. So that's why I love LED. And CFLs are pretty good too. Plus they use less electricity than incandescent, okay? So that's myth number 6. Now myth number 7 is a trendy kitchen redo will increase your home's value. I've always said this to anybody who will listen, even in my videos, that you know what? A trendy kitchen is not a good idea because decor trends come and go. You want to, actually, I know some people will say, well, I want it to look the way I want it. That's fine, but when you go to sell, it's gonna be very difficult. And considering that the kitchen is the number one spot where buyers look, and it's the number one room for resale value, right? If you update it the right way, you don't want to have it too trendy or trendy at all. You want to have it nice slate, okay? And when you go to sell, which you should always think resale when you have a home, always, you'll get more money if your kitchen is not so trendy to where, let's say, that decor passed, okay? So you don't want to remodel a kitchen and make it too trendy. Myth number 8 is a contractor recommendation is good enough if it comes from a friend or family member. I've seen this in real estate where somebody refers so-and-so who just became an agent and they want to, sell another family member's home, and it doesn't matter the price, but a lot of times it's a more expensive home and they don't have much experience, okay? Just because a referral comes from a friend or family member doesn't mean that it's a good one, okay? So good contractors actually have more to offer than just what your buddy says, okay? They say, hey, this guy's perfect. Okay, interview them and make sure that they're right for you and that they have the experience. Maybe that contractor referral just did a bathroom, but he's never done a kitchen, and you need a kitchen done, okay? Now, that's a good start. You can ask friends, that's a good start, but don't just hire someone based on, oh, my family member or friend referred them, okay? Interview them for your job. Myth 9 is turning off your AC when you leave saves energy. And this is false because, well, that's why it's a myth, right? The fact is, turning off the air conditioner when you leave can actually cost you money. Let's say you have a warm day, okay? Hot day, warm day, whatever. Your house gets warm. And you turn off the AC when you're gone. Well, when you come home, or if you have a smart thermostat where you actually set it to go on higher, it's gonna work harder and stay on longer to try to get to that temperature where you feel comfortable. Okay, so if your house, let's say, I'll use my example, we have a lot of daylight coming in. Even on a winter day, our house gets up to like 74 on its own with just the sun, although we don't run the AC, we just open up doors for a minute. But basically, you're telling the system to work hard to get you to that comfortable temperature, right? So that means it's using more energy, as opposed to you having it trickle all day where it just kind of, okay, if it drops down, below where you have it set, it comes up a little bit, okay? That takes less energy. And myth number 10, permits. We don't need no permits, right? We're just doing a little thing. We're just, doing this, that. Okay, going back to that contractor referral from a buddy or friend. Oh, hey, you know what? This, I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. Oh, permits, don't worry about it. I'll change out that water heater and I'm not gonna worry about pulling a permit, which is a huge mistake, especially recently when there were changes in the size of ventilation, right? I think it went from 3-inch to 4-inch in my area. If that's not done, that can cause you trouble. Especially if something happens, your insurance company will be like, we're not paying for anything because you didn't pull a permit or do something right, I believe. So let's say your neighbor's brother-in-law, right, comes over. He's an electrician. Man, he can rewire your kitchen in a weekend. He's not going to inconvenience you with a permit. Okay, should you hire him? Well, no, because building codes protect you. Okay, they protect you from people like this who just say, I'm not going to pull any permits or do whatever, okay? So getting a permit means that an inspector will check his work to make sure he didn't screw up. You want to have a permit. People complain about permits, but you know what? That's the one thing I feel the municipalities do right, is that they actually try to protect the homeowner when it comes to permits and all that. Sometimes they do overdo it, I know that from personal experience, having a above ground pool installed with electrical to run the filter and the heater. They were overboard, but they're protecting you, right? That's why they're out there. So, and again, I mentioned that, if your house burns down because your friend, the electrician, did it wrong, your insurance company is not going to cover that. They're going to ask you for proof that you hired a licensed person, right? And that would suck if you had a house burned down and your insurance company is not going to cover the damages. That's a really bad spot. So, did I miss a myth? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to continue this conversation there. And I invite you to visit my social media handles. All those are in the description, as well as my websites. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching. Please share this with a friend or family member or anybody who you feel will find this valuable, which should be everybody. I appreciate you watching.